You're listening to the Holistic Travel Nurse podcast. For listening, hope you subscribe, share, and give us a review on iTunes or Podbean. That will more people will hear this podcast. Go ahead and share your social media if you would. If you do that, take a picture and send it to me at holistictravel@gmail.com. You'll be definitely entered to win a prize from me. Appreciate you listening. This episode, we're going to talk about Frankincense and science, history, emotions, everything you need to know about Boswellian tree and frankincense. So this is one of my favorite essential oils. 3 different books in front of me this morning. So if you hear rustling of papers, always in my show notes, I'll share my references to where I am reading. Now, the history of the Boswellian sacra, if I put it right, there's actually species of one to the Boswellia tree. In Frankincense, we know about it for a long time. If you read the Bible, it's definitely in there. But the Egyptians, the Hebrews, the Greeks, the Romans, all that time would use it in a religious rituals. The day it was more valued than gold in that day, and it has also in the Bible would talk about as a resin and burning it. They'd use it for. So it's quite interesting that in history there is a long history of frankincense and the resin being used. And so again, there are 4 different species. I'm just going to put the species in the show notes, not read you more, but more species. And the more versatile you in an essential oil, the better our outcome you're going to have as in therapeutic benefits for it. Where this plant grows in nature, it's farmed. It needs in the wild. It's in Somaliland, it's in Nigeria, Ethiopia. Those areas was where the Boswellian tree grows. It's just unique in the pictures. I'd love maybe to see it someday. You get the rind or the gum of the tree, and that is what they use to make. You can see it. Supplements, forms. You all see this, the essential oil. So we're going to talk a little bit about both of those. And really, the unique part of it in one of my books here. This is the evidence-based essential oil therapy by Scott Johnson. The chemical constituents, it's really what matters when you're looking at the essential oil. And when you're purchasing it, if you go to the store and you think you're getting frankincense, probably not frankincense in that bottle. Please go listen to the episode where I interview Colette and her experience with frankincense, and she went and tried to buy a frankincense from someplace and had a horrible reaction. A lot of people are saying there's things in organics in the bottle. Only a lot of people go through a broker, and they have to go to a broker to go get this. Especially if you see it's grown in the wild, it's picked. Or the resin is picked by these people in lands, then they would go to a broker, and the broker would send these resins out in different places. I know what's happening in between of that. Here is very different. They work directly with the that are picking it and harvesting it through the distillation. So every company out there that I know of does not do that. So they work directly with them and not a broker. So it's a very unique difference in getting us quality and making sure there's no mess up in the process of getting and distilling and putting in the bottle. Because that they test their oils like 50 times before they're sold, unlike any other company. The first and the best on the market. Okay. So when we look at the different species, all actually through these four species all have high compounds of alpha pine. There are also different chemical constituents comparing to what species of the plant. So if you're looking at if it's one species of plant, they're going to have a different array of other little chemical constituents within the essential oil. So when you look at for instance, Boswellian tea, if I pronounced it correctly, then the Boswellian sarcaya, they are different what they have in the chemical constituents. Both have, again, the alpha pinene, a very high alpha pinene, and they have limonene, but they also have a little bit of different things like delta canidine, for instance, and one of the things that you would see different in the species of the plant. So that means when you're using the, why deuterium is so unique is the more species, the better. You have all these different wonderful chemical constituents with that blend together and make for very powerful, amazing essential oil. And it is steam distilled from the resin. It is a woodsy. It is one of the ones I love so greatly for skin. So we're going to talk about that here. And it has great inflammatory properties, anti-aging properties. It is very good skin. It's very good supporting your metabolism and your focus. And I have a book we'll talk about your emotions and what they are. But reading studies on this essential oil, there's so many studies that I can't go each one of these, which he talks about in the book. But just to tell you a little bit about this, studies and the research on this oil, is that there's been research mostly on humans in some labs, but there was an interesting study that was done on hospice patients and reducing anxiety feelings and making them feel comfort. And so they would do frankincense, bergamot, and lavender, and do a carrier oil and use them on the hands and do a massage. I found it very effective. So you can think blending it with other oils in those particular areas. It also is helpful for the inflammatory molecule cartilage damage. So it's helping with that process. Also inhibits gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria, and a whole bunch that listed here, and I could all in your notes of those nerds like me want to know all the different bacteria that it inhibits. In animal research, it says Frankincense reduces the appearance of wrinkles and aging. So this is why you love it on your skin. I have found it helpful on my skin, and it's very gentle around the eyes where oils are not. The one thing that alpha pinene inhibits the production of interleukin-1, nitric oxide protein, such as F-kappa B, and promoting inflammation and protein breakdown of different cells and cartilage in the body. It's very unique what it does. When it comes to your emotions, let's talk a little about that. Frankincense is so amazing they would use it in rituals for focus, and so you can think of it as an incredible thing when it crosses the blood-brain barrier and helps in the brain, and we're breathing it in. Or one of my best application is if it's using doTERRA, putting a drawing your thumb and rolling it to the roof of your mouth if you've had head tension or extreme stress. I found that is one of the best ways. You also, again, put it behind the back of the ear, on the forehead, on the back of your neck. Neck is another great place. Frankincense reveals deceptive, false, and truths. It invites an individual to let go of vibrations, the lies, the deceptions, the negativities. So it helps with proceeding the base light of truth. Frankincense helps recall memory, wisdom, knowledge, and help in better focus. Frankincense assists with pulling the scale of darkness from one's eye and barriers of the mind. So it is great with emotions and with those counseling time, your focus and your meditation time. This is one oil you might want to blend together. Again, it blends well with lavender, it blends well with bergamot, it blends well with a lot of your other oils very, 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 very well. It's always to put a carrier oil such as a fractionated coconut oil with it. Frankincense is very good when it comes to aiding and awakening the feelings of love. And when you have felt abandoned or forgotten, frankincense reminds you how you are loved and affected. It is an oil abundance, and it is a powerful. It's also gentle and nurturing to your body and to your mind and your emotions. Frankincense shields the body and soul from negative influence and reducing your soul of spiritual attacks, enhancing prayer and meditation, like I said. So you're thinking you can defend it, you can get it in blends, you can in your skin. It is great with melissa, nuka, myrrh oil, Roman camel, Euro palm. Those are all great for your skin. I love adding it in the of cells protocol. We add a couple drops to the feet and a spine. It's in every single one of those calls. And it is an oil you in December, if you had account with doTERRA, if you spend 2 PB, which is a little over $200, you get that 15 ml essential oil free. So I love doTERRA. They always do that in December, and so it's a oil that makes you think, see, and be Jesus. And it is oil that has been powerful for brain and nerve function. Also, make sure you're thinking of it that way. When it's to pet safety, I use my dogs all the time. So when they've had a tick or bite or cut, I can put it again diluted on my dogs in the area. When they have an itchiness or of some kind of hives, because of dogs that have reactions to that, and I can put it on their paw behind ears. Again, add it to lotion. It's great. It's also safe when you're pregnant, so it's something to diffuse, rub on your. It's great for during aiding and feeding in pregnancy. I'm sure there are many things that I'm going to miss, but if you have never experienced it and you like a free sample, it's time to reach at me at holistictravelnurse@gmail.com. You can find me on Instagram, social media, Twitter now. And my YouTube channel. This will not be a YouTube channel this morning. I'm just reading this and making sure this comes out to you, and you know how amazing that frankincense essential is, and that you're using it, and you have an idea to do something for your body. So also the resin is in the lifelong vitality pack supplements, and that is a powerful way to be doing it. And I love it. I feel different when I'm not taking my long vitality pack. It is so crucial to my daily vitality and feeling the best I can. You're going to hear some more interviews and education on this, and how you can really move the needle in your health and use essential oils and supplements that better your health and make you more vibrant and less pain, and overall better. So I hope you share this and subscribe. Give me a review on iTunes. Thank you so much.